tonight is Stephen Foster's Gentle Annie. Like Lawrence, my song also concerns death. But this death is rather tragic. Stephen Foster was on his way to a New Year's Eve party. And on his way, he happened to look upon a small crowd of people gathered around something. As he got closer, he discovered a 12-year-old girl lying on the ground unconscious. She had been hit by a carriage that night. Instead of going to the party, Foster stayed with the parents. Over the course of the evening, the little girl died. When Foster went home, he composed the following melody. In 1957, Walter Ehret composed the arrangement that we're going to perform for you tonight for the specific occasion of the Rutgers University Glee Club's 85th anniversary.
We are the seniors, and we're going to do a few songs, two songs that all of us decided were our favorite throughout our 5 years of being in the Rutgers Glee Club. The first song, I think we did our freshman year back in '90. Oh my Lord, are we that old? And it is called "Hush to Peace."
It was on a Saturday night, we started a company, and elected Anthony Wise, our captain for to be. He accepted the honor with thanks, and empowered us by years, to march and form the ranks of the valiant musketeers. Did he run? Did he run? Oh, we marched along, the crowd is strong, the band is flying, yay, we hear the people say, that's the play, our cap ahead, but from so red, just aching for the fray. We hear the shout, about the rain, oh, the lady sighs, we pass them by, the brave and martial land, our dress so rich and rare, while they're free, the people shout as we turn about, the time to draw his plan. Never a man, there wasn't a man who wouldn't do a dare. Pioneers company halt, attention, carry on. Forward march along, as by we go, all in a row, a row. With measured tread, we march ahead, our polished fighters gleam.
bumpity bumpity bum bum bum.
It was on a Saturday night, we started a company, and marked it at the arrival, our gala for to be, the exciting honor with thanks, and a populous pioneers, to mother for all the ranks of the Mother Musketeers, of the Mighty Musketeers, of the Mighty Musketeers, tears, 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 break, boom.
It's never boring. At this point, I'd like to ask Mr. Kelso to stand up once more. As I told you in the program, Mr. Kelso is this year's Howard D. McKinney Memorial Service Award winner. We the undergraduates decided to award him this on because of his service in the 120th anniversary. A tremendous outpouring of emotion from the alumni happened about a year and a half ago. It was a flurry of activity, a lot of alumni saying, what can I do to help? And I didn't know. So I found Mr. Kelso, and over the course of only about 9 months, he raised $120,000. So I'd like to thank him, and I'm sure all of us would like to thank him and congratulate him. Except President Lawrence was out of town when I brought it to him. So it's not signed yet.
Everlasting peace, may her fame grow strong and her wealth increase. Come, let's drink it while we have breath, for there's no drinking after death. And he who will this health deny, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, let him lie. Here's a toast to old Rutgers loyal men. May she ne'er go down, but to rise again. Raise your glasses now to the sky, for Rutgers' name shall never die. And he who will this toast deny, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, let him lie. Now the years roll by, our hearts beat fast to the tale that we often tell.
Now, before I do, first of all, I promise I won't read any state resolutions this year. I promise I won't. We've been getting a lot of praise tonight from a lot of people, and I'd like to recognize the leaders who got us where we are. First of all, are the seniors who have been leaders through the 4 years in the Glee Club. First of all, section leaders Marcus Burstein and Eric Komar. treasurer. Sorry. Brad Trechak, who was executive secretary 2 years ago and fundraising manager this year. Richard Alron, who's music manager, but he's sticking around another year, but he did come in with like a freshman. He's an engineer, he's on the side. And then two gentlemen who came out of nowhere this past year. Both of them had been in club for quite a long time. And a lot of people had been bugging them to get involved on council. And they kept saying, no, 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 no. Well, we finally broke them down. Brian Beck, who came on this year as treasurer. Not only do I now know how much money we have, but I know where it is, which is kind of new to me. I didn't know where it was before. Next year, he's finishing his MBA in finance. That's why he's been so good. He's going to be rookie manager next year. Then this last gentleman, we saw some kidding called Grandpa. He's a mechanical engineer. He's been in club for 4 years. He was club photographer for a good amount of time. And this year, we coaxed him into being vice president, and he has turned the internal workings of the Glee Club into a well-tuned machine, and has been a debating partner, or debating opponent all year. And because of him, some of the best decisions that we've ever made have come out of this year's council. I'd like to thank him. Marvelous. Well, you know, he gave that wonderful speech to stand on. Then finally, we've been thanking a lot of people. I'd like to thank Dr. Bruce Cole, our director. He has been but he's been a mentor, and he's helped us make that adjustment from, I guess, boyhood into manhood, hopefully. And now in between. There are a bunch of y'all that used to be up here, and we'd like to get you up here again for the singing of the alma mater. So would all alumni of the Rutgers University Glee Club please come? I'm introducing Sue Paul.
And we'll advance no more to score the Rutgers flag, fly tonight. All right, we'll bring the scarlet banner out. And Rutgers men will fight until the Queen needs victory down. The bells of Queen must ring tonight. Are you rock? Are you rock? Hoorah, hoorah, Rutgers rock! Upstream, breaking, upstream, rock! Rutgers rock! Rutgers colors to the fore. For they must win, so fight. And we'll advance no more to score the Rutgers flag, fly high tonight. All right, we'll bring the scarlet banner out.
We're half naked in a
And
hot
here's
tub
the
in
second best looking girl at Brad's party. Kevin Bradley.
That now, wouldn't you?
What a nice guy.
Oh, Brad. Oh, Brad, you know we've always had something special. Oh, Brad.
Oh boy.